Good afternoon. Frankie Awopon, your tutor for the day, teaching you Introduction to Scientific Calculator Part 1. There are a series of our video. This is the first video of the Introduction to Scientific Calculator. Mathematics is a subject you can't do away. In WASSCE, most standard examination requires the use of the scientific calculator, but most students have ignorant knowledge about the use of the calculator. Hence, they come out with very bad results, terminating their aim of becoming the future nurses, doctors, pharmacists, engineers, economists, accountants, and other to think of. Today, I'll be very smart and snappy in my presentation. The first video, as you saw in the introductory video, is the introduction to the scientific calculator. As the material stated, we said we are going to use our calculators, so you get your calculator ready, your pens, notebooks. You will also be using the SHS Maths Core Mathematics Calculator Guide. The SHS Core Mathematics Calculator Guide by Frankie Awopon as our guide for the day. You'll be going through the book, how the book has been arranged step by step, covering all the topics. That is what we are going to do for the day, for the first video. When we get to, this is the table of contents of the book. We have introduction to FS 991 ES Plus calculator. In fact, you are seeing a calculator simulator beside the book. That is what we are going to use for our practical demonstration. We have how to turn on the power on and off, what is Casio natural display, how to reset Casio FS 991, meaning of the calculator keys, color labeling, the shift key, the alpha key, the AC key, the delete key, the cursor control, display white label keys, activating the default calculator mode, setup display format, changing from line IO display format to mass IO, angles decimal format, fractional format, converting answers to mixed, improper, and decimal point display, adjusting the calculator to suit your site, contrast, memories. They are all under the introduction to the FS 991 ES calculator. In fact, there are other chapters, topic by topic calculator tutorial. We will be covering all the book captures how to use the calculator on all the topics in core mathematics as WASSCE standard exam, sets, rare numbers. It captures everything and how to use the calculator and how to use the calculator to solve past questions throughout the tutorials on all the chapters. Factors and multiples of numbers, algebraic expression. The calculator can do factorization, quadratic factorization, linear equation, and inequality. You can use the calculator to perform all these tasks. Number basis, plane geometry 1, polygons, formula, substitution and change of subject, relation function or mapping, simultaneous equation in 3 variables and 2 variables, percentages, ratio, proportion, and rate, sets, coordinate geometry. In fact, the calculator is not afraid of diagrams. When you give it any right angle triangle, it's able to diagnose the diagram and give you the rectangular size of the right angle triangle and the unknown angles. It can tackle every question. Indices and logarithm, bearing and vectors, chapter 18 variation, rigid motion transformation, quadratic function and equation, interpretation of linear and quadratic graph, modular arithmetic, plane geometry 2, popularly known as the circle theorem, measuration 1, measuration 2, trigonometry. In fact, the calculator book has been arranged in such a way that it captures all the topic. Algebraic errors, global mathematics, everything. And not only the calculator tutorial, but the book also captures the common mistakes or common errors that students normally commit in the examination room. In the introduction, today I just want to move you through a short demonstration. So this is the introduction to FS 991 ES Plus calculator. We know how to turn on our calculator. By now, I believe you have your calculator beside you. How to reset the calculator. That is the first thing we are going to do today. Now, there are different topics in the core mathematics. And we have calculator modes. For example, when you want to change the mode of your calculator from, let's say, the normal mode, by default, it is at the math IO. So you see a math and a degree sign, the capital D, means that your calculator is in a default mode. In a default mode. This is what it does the normal calculation in decimal. By default, your calculator does calculation in decimal. You can change the mode of your calculator to other mode such as number basis, quadratic, equation. There are a lot to think of. Now we want to reset our Casio FS 991 calculator. We have already turned on our calculator. You press shift followed by 9. So when you press shift, then you follow by the clear CLR with the golden label on the 9. You have options setup, memory and all. So a list of items which can reset are shown. You enter 3 to clear all. So when you enter 3, you say reset all. When you press equal to, it means that you are accepting AC to cancel. When you press AC, you want to cancel. So you want to press equal to, reset or press AC key. So when we press AC key now, we have reset our calculator. So whenever you change your calculator from one mode to the other, you have to reset your calculator to come back to the normal mode. For example, when I go to shift and I go to mode, now I can go to scientific notation, let's say number 7. I choose from option from 0 to 9. You will be dealing with this in our consequent tutorials. This is how we tackle significant figures. You will come to that under real number tutorial. Now when we choose any option, let's say 2, we have scientific math. It means that we have changed our calculator from the default calculator mode to scientific mode. When we press, let's say, when we enter a value, let's say 0.25225, we press equal to, we leave it, press SD. You can see our calculator is giving us answers in standard form. Giving us answers in standard form or scientific notation. So unless you move back to the default move, all answers you are going to obtain or the calculator's feedback from your entry is going to be in scientific notation. But we can move back to our normal default mode. That is the math IO. So when we want to go back to our normal default mode, when we press shift, then clear number 9, we can choose number 3 to clear or choose equal to, press AC. Now we come back to our normal default mode. When we press the same 0.225, it's no more going to give us answer in standard form, but it's going to give us, when we press SD to leave it in decimal place, it will give us